Hello everyone, this is Josie. I am back with another set of Christmas cards. I'll be sending these over to my mom for her to hand out to her residents that she takes care of at the nursing home. And she takes care of more than 20 residents, so I told her I would make 30 cards. Right now, I have 20 of them made. They came out really cool, and I really like them. And, yeah, so I wanted to share the ones that I have done so far. The first set here, I want to show you what I used on them. I used this Hot Cocoa American Crafts paper. The Merry Christmas from the Hampton Art stamp set that Tuesday Morning recently has, or had. I used on the inside the stickers from the Paper Studio Religious Sticker Pack. Also stamped on the outside the Warm Christmas Wishes from the Fiskars Season's Greetings stamp set. And I embossed it in brown. And what else? I used this black and brown twine, baker's twine, and gold sequins and red rhinestones. And I had glued the rhinestone inside the gold sequins. So, let's see. Yeah, that's everything I used on these cards, and they are basically designed the same. They just are slightly different with the mixture of the pattern paper. So what I did is here's one of the cards. So what I did is I matted the card with a brown cardstock, which I picked up at Michael's. And then I cut all the 6 different patterns into 1-inch strips and mixed up the strips on each card. So this one looks like this. Oh, and then I wrapped the twine around 4 times the card, and then I taped it down in the back and stamped and embossed the sentiment and cut it out and inked the edges so the white of the cardstock wouldn't show. The gold sequence, and then glued in the red rhinestone inside the sequence. So that's what I did to every card, and I'll just show you. Oh, in the inside of the card I put the sticker and stamped Merry Christmas. I didn't use a mat on the inside of this card because I was using a sticker and I didn't think it needed it, and the ink doesn't bleed through. So there's that. And each of them looks slightly different because of the way, because of the different patterns that I used on each one, or I changed one of the papers on each one. So here's these 2. And here's these 2. See, I used 2 of the same patterns, but in the center I changed the pattern paper. So they're slightly different, but they still go together. So, excuse me. And then here is the other 2. And these 2. And here's the last one. So that is what I used on these cards. And I forgot, on the envelope, I stamped on the envelopes. This time I didn't go crazy on stamping on the envelopes like I did on the first set of Christmas cards. This time I just stamped the wreath and then the Noel inside of it and embossed it. And those stamps came from the Hampton Art stamp set here. So here's the wreath and the Noel. And that is my first set of cards. And I also followed more of a set of ideas for each set of 10 cards. So they all were somewhat the same, but slightly different. And I prepared the matting for the cards also, just to get it a little more organized. So the second set of 10 that I have here, I used a deep red cardstock from Michaels. These cardstocks come in a pack with a variation of the same color, so different tones of red. So I chose a dark red, and I embossed it with this embossing folder, and this is the pattern. And then inked it with the silver, I think this is a Hampton Art ink, so I rubbed some of this on the red cardstock, and I cut the pattern paper out of this paper pad, and this is All Is Bright by My Mind's Eye. So I used this, and I put a band across the card with this silver bling mesh. And then I had three packages of these Ashland flowers. I can't remember what the flowers are called, but I had the silver, blue, and white. I used up all of the white ones, and I only have one of the blue and one of the silver left. So that is, I'm really happy about that, because I have tons of flowers and I haven't hardly used any of them. So that is what was left of those, and so I used those. I took them apart and mixed up the petals. So I did like silver with blue, white and silver, white and blue. I did that with them. And for the center, I used these Recollection Pearl stickers, and they're the medium size ones. So I used those for the centers. And again, on the inside for the sentiment, I used the Paper Studio Religious Paper or sticker pack. And again, I stamped Merry Christmas with the Hampton Arts stamp. And I matted it with a cream cardstock, and on the top and the bottom I used this kind of matted silver thin washi tape, and I stamped on the very edges of the cardstock with silver ink. I stamped part of this snowflake on both sides, very lightly. So that's what I did on this card. And I used that same stamp, snowflake stamp, for the envelope, and I embossed it in white embossing powder. So that is what I used on the second set of cards. And I'll just So here are the envelopes. So I just stamped one flake in the center of the envelope and embossed it in white. So that's what the envelopes look like. And as for the cards, the design is the same. They're just slightly different because of the paper and the flowers I used. So, here's the first one. So, this is a basic design of the cards. Again, I used the same handmade stamp on the back and signed it. And then on the inside, this is a basic design of the inside, the washi tape, the light stamping of the snowflakes on the edges, the sentiment stickers, and then the stamped Merry Christmas. And as you can see, what I was talking about, I separated the petals and did a blue and then a white on top, and then I put the pearl here, adhered the band of mesh in the center. So there's that one. And here's this one. So these ended up looking the same, but it wasn't on purpose. I just kind of went with what I had, or what looked nice. And each one has a different sentiment. They don't have the same stuff in them, the same sticker. So there's that one. Here's this one, which has a white flower on the bottom and the silver one on top. And again, there's a different sentiment. Here's a silver and a blue flower. And a sentiment, and some of them have extra little stickers, like this one has the heart. So I think what I did is the ones that have just like a small sentiment like this, I added an extra sticker on there. Here's another one with the silver and blue flower, but the pattern paper is different. And this one, there's another heart sticker there. Here's a white and silver flower, different pattern paper. There's that. Another white and blue, but it has a different pattern paper, and one sticker in there. Another white and blue, and again a different pattern paper. Like these two pattern papers are the same, but they have different flowers. And then the inside. And then here's this one. Let's see, I think so these ended up being the same, except the insides look different. This is the inside of this one, and this is the inside of this one. And on this one, I accidentally stamped the handmade by on the top, so then I had to go back and stamp it here. So someone's going to get one that has a tiny mistake on it. And then here's, nope, I already showed that one. And here is the last one. And there's a sentiment on that one. So that is all 20 of my cards and what I used on them. And I will be back with another set of 10 cards, and thank you so much for watching and commenting, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.